Hey guys, this is TFC Project, and I'm doing my 4th commentary video for Empire Total War Multiplayer. In this one, we're playing the Grassy Flatlands map. I am versing Russia, and I am Poland, Lithuania for the first time. This was a special request by one of my viewers. He asked me to play as them for a video, so I am. And we're going to see how it turns out. This is why I'm usually France. I didn't have a game plan, I didn't know what units to pick, but I did know that these winged hussars are probably the best cavalry in early period to get, so I got 2 of them. I probably should have got more, but I just stacked up on light infantry as usual. I got 2 horse cannons, 2 12-pounders, 5 line infantry on my right flank over there, another winged hussars group on the right flank over there. I am firing my horse artillery cannons at his regimental horses that are within range right there. I'm going to move up my light infantry. I do see that he's not firing these cannons, so I'm guessing he has them on canister shot. I do pay attention to that. I'm not going to move my light infantry up too close, at least on the right flank of this line here. He's got a lot of cavalry in his army. He's got 2 12-pounders. Couple regimental horses, I'm not sure how many right now. 4 regimental horses, 3 Cossack Ataman cavalry. And as you can see, I'm bombing these guys with cannons here. Took out half of them so far. I do try and go for something here. I run up my middle light infantry team to take 1 volley at his 12-pounders here, and they do have canister shot on. And he does volley at me with his Dalhami Amazons here. Actually 3 teams, 2 light infantry fire too. Luckily they only take out 7 of my men, and I get my volley off. I only kill 3, but it was worth it in my book. So I'm going to pull them back. His canister shot will take out about 6 units of my other line infantry, and my cannons are still taking out some of his regimental horses here. I figure I'm not going to do another charge on his 12-pounders, so I'm going to move even more to his flank. As you can see, he's camping, so I'm going to steadily surround him, which I do to most people who camp on me. Got my general's bodyguard back here, and I'm going to run up my line of line infantry here just to make sure he doesn't move his whole army and destroy my light infantry without warning. And I'm firing my 2 12-pounders at his general because he's in range, but I never get a lucky shot on him there, so that's disappointing. I leave 3 light infantry teams in the back to cover up the 4 I'm advancing, because he does have cavalry here, and I'm a little nervous about that. At least I was at the time. He's firing at me with his Amazons. I do send this team to fire at his horses real quick, which I wouldn't think he'd be ready for, and he wasn't. I kill about 8, and I think I get a couple more shots off before he moves them. Actually, yeah, I route these guys here. They're wavering right now, but they'll run. There you go. And he's got 1 more left on his right flank with 13 units left in it. And now we're going to have a long-range light infantry engagement here. It'll last I'm not sure how long. Still got my 3 teams for reinforcements in the back. Keep in mind my 2 horse cannons are over here firing. I moved up my line infantry on his left flank, and I'm going to run my winged hussars over here to get behind him. See, he isn't moving much at all. He just shifts to my movements. And I think when I'm versing a camper, that they're easier to beat, in my opinion. You know, just gotta flank them slowly but surely. Right here, he shifts his whole line so I get a good volley off on him, all over, as you can see. I never actually went close up on a fight like this. I just wanted to show you that. He is pouring them on me. I bring my winged hussars up, And I think he'll bring his cavalry up, or some more, eventually on his right flank here. His Amazons are wavering right there. And yeah, this is where, well, I guess I did get a good cannon shot in his general's bodyguard. He killed 3, and I nailed a lot of his Cossacks. So he'll run them up, and he'll charge my winged hussars. And I made the mistake. I did not pay attention too much to them. So I didn't get a straight charge and triangle formation on them. So he'll get me on the side here, and I mean, these are the best heavy cavalry in early periods, so I'm not too worried about it. I do lose 5 in the charge, but they will last a while, and they are taking out a lot of his cavalry. And also, I took out my reinforcements here to fire at one of his teams, and that was the problem. I made another mistake, and so he charges his cavalry, his regimental horses, into my light infantry, and I try and run them away. I back these guys up to get a couple volleys off on his horses, and they will, but it's a little too late for me. He'll catch this team, and he'll start going straight down my line here. And I see that, and I will bring up my other team of winged hussars, actually, to charge into his cannons, so I can move up here on his left flank and my right flank. And after I'm done charging these 12-pounders with my winged hussars, I will bring them over into the cavalry engagement over there, and then try and help out my light infantry. Getting a direct charge on a team with these cavalry is pretty devastating. I killed about 13 men, and they were shaken for a little bit. All I wanted to do was get to his cannons, though, so I will pull them out eventually. He isn't moving his main line infantry teams right here up. He's just camping, as I said. His other 12-pounder team was taken out. They routed. And he's still charging my light infantry here. I will turn this team as fast as I can. Oh, actually, I plant stakes first. That's right. And then I will turn them to try and get a volley off on him. I'm not sure if these stakes really do any good, but we'll see in a minute here. My cannons I have directed to fire at these cavalry, because I already knew these guys weren't, these light infantry here weren't going to last very long anyway. I do get a few with that cannon shot. I'm shooting my 12-pounders at him too, which is why you're seeing cannons coming from the north. As you can see, I'm turning this team, and my cannon just killed a few more of them. Yep, and over here I charged my other team of winged hussars into the back of his Amazons, which I probably shouldn't have done, because I was thinking about charging his cavalry over here, which is, he's now charging all of his teams into melee with one of my cavalry teams, which I guess was good in a way, because it'll keep them busy, and I'll have time to work on the rest of his army here, which is what I'm doing. I move up my whole line infantry here, right into their faces, and I'm ready to volley them. And that's a pretty devastating shot right there. Pretty good volley. I'm not sure how many I took out. I wasn't counting them. But they don't waver yet, which is pretty surprising. He'll shift his line, knowing that I'm flanking him. Good move on his part. There's still, my cavalry, since, as I said twice, they are the best cavalry in early period. Winged hussars for Poland, Lithuania. They're holding against all these teams. They're steady, and now they're shaken, with half their team gone. But I'm going to have to fast forward here. I'm not going to be able to finish the battle. He will beat my my heavy cavalry eventually, but it does save time, and I will be able to advance on him. As you see, I'm shifting my whole line to just surround him completely. This is one of the closest battles I've had, but then again, I am Poland, and I usually am France, and then I'll know what I'm doing. He charges his horses here, and I get a volley off on him. I think I make a team rout right away, which is pretty good, yeah. This fight becomes so desperate that I actually have to bring my general's bodyguard up, which I usually never do, because that's not smart at all. He dies. You're pretty good chance you're going to lose the battle. Anyway, it ends up with a hair. Like, I'm winning. I won by 2 teams. My general's bodyguard and 1 line infantry team left. I can't finish the video. I'm sorry, guys. But I do win. I'm not sure how many men I'll take out. Good game to my opponent.